The first peculiar trait of wealthy people is that they're just a little bit sociopath.
Sociopath, yeah. But in a good way, in a nice way.
Define what you mean by that, by a sociopath.
Well, so what I meant by this in the article was, one of the traits of sociopath. I was reading a book on sociopaths, which was actually really fascinating. And one of the traits.
Did it feel familiar at all? That's what I want to know.
One of the traits is their inability to get really emotional in situations where normal people do. So for the typical sociopath that you're thinking about, cases of violence and don't affect them at all. And it kind of struck me that is also true in a different way, kind of the same format for investors, in that really successful investors, the types of situations that freak other people out, whether it's crashes or recessions or bear markets, don't seem to have much effect on really good investors. They are pretty much, and there's a point to make here too. It's not that good investors are not emotional. Sometimes they're almost counter-emotional. That it's when everyone else is freaking out, that's when they get excited. Yeah. When everyone else gets excited, that's when they start freaking out. So it's just, they have a totally different view and mindset and reaction and temperament around really emotional events. And it's rare. It's rarer than people think. I think a lot of people, most investors want to think of themselves as having a good temperament. But I think a true, to be counter, to have a different emotions than most people are in these situations is pretty rare.
Right, because we all know, buy low, sell high.
Much easier said than done, though.
Much easier said. There's about 1.5 million Warren Buffett quotes all about the importance of this.
And there's not 1.5 million Warren Buffetts, so that's... A lot of quotes, only one Buffett.
Yeah. Only one guy out of many that gets it.
What is the quote to Buffett ratio, actually? I think it's infinity to 1.